Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Final Fantasy X. I did it!
The best? Yeah, right. Huh?
Hello. Where'd the ball come from?
Whoa, what's that called?
Doesn't have a name. Anyone can do it if they try.
If they try, right.
Show us one more time, yeah?
So, autosave does save right there at that point, so you don't have to go through it again. I know, I'm the coolest. And then I embarrass myself. All right. So, and I got the striker achievement for that. Can I talk to you guys? I'm going to tell Botta and Keepa all about that shot you just did. They'll be so mad when they find out what they missed. Don't worry, they'll see it eventually. Is Dotto all right? It's right before the big game and all. I feel a little nervous with Lady Yuna watching us, yeah?
I knew it. I knew you were something special.
I am. I really am. It's true. I'm very special.
That was the eject shot, wasn't it?
How did you know?
How do you know that?
Sir Jekt showed it to me when I was a child. He called it the Sublimely Magnificent Jekt Shot Mark III.
Stupid name, huh?
Yeah, it's too short.
You know what? There is no Mark I or Mark II, you know? My old man said the name Mark III was just something to hook the crowd. He said they'd come back every night expecting to see Mark I and Mark II. And they really did come back.
You'd think eventually they get tired.
Get so mad.
Because he's a liar?
Is he alive, you think?
I don't know. But Sir Jekt was my father's guardian.
So he's famous here, too?
Yes. So, if anything happened to him, I should think word would get around fast.
Uh-huh.
What would you do if you found him?
Kick him in the balls.
Who knows? I thought he died 10 years ago. Well... I'd probably just smack him one. After everything he put Mom and me through. And because he was famous, I was always... Well, you should know, Yuna.
Hmm?
Your father's famous too. Everyone in Spira knows him, right?
Hmm.
Ain't it tough?
It is hard to follow in his footsteps as a summoner.
Sure.
But the honor of having a father like him surpasses all that, I think.
Well,
Depends
there
on
wasn't
what...
much to honor about my old man, that's for sure.
Yeah, it depends on what it brings
You
to the
shouldn't
table.
say that about your father.
I got the right.
He does.
I guess you do.
Ow!
Show me that move again.
Yo!
Okie dokie. Maybe you should get
I
the
didn't
other
think my
members
old
of the
man would come to Luca.
the team.
He never did like watching other people play. But I couldn't help feeling something bad was gonna happen. And these feelings of mine are usually right. Sure, I had told Waka I'd help him win the tournament, but I wasn't sure I had it in me to play at all anymore.
Save the current game? Sure. Let's go ahead and do that. Because now I have that. I have done it for the first time in my life. That's a lot of people. Has Luca not been hit by Sin recently? They should have some more barriers there to prevent people from falling off the ship.
Over there, the ships carrying the players are arriving now. This would be dock number 2.
The best dock.
All the way from Killica, it's the Killica Beasts.
Yay.
My summoner O'Holland used to play for them. A big name to live up to.
How long ago was that?
Their hometown was recently attacked by Sin. Isn't that right, Jimmy?
Yes, Baba, they're going to be pulling out all the stops to try and bring back the cup this year.
I think that's our first
Exciting, isn't it, folks?
view of a new race, an elf-like race there.
Of the ramp is... Well, well, well. If it isn't the Basade Aurochs. They're a living, breathing, statistical impossibility. I've never seen a team this bad.
That's just rude.
That's right. In 23 years, they've never made it past the first round.
I mean, someone's gotta.
Only a few die-hard fans are in the audience today.
See, they're the real fans.
Best of luck to them and a safe journey back to Besaid.
Right, Jimmy? Moving right along, our next team is... Here they are, folks. Our very own Luca Goers.
Yeah, they're more like Luca Stoppers.
They've
Wait.
got speed, they've got teamwork.
More importantly, they've got arrogance.
First-class team, and they're back home in Luca.
They just have the money, that's all.
Without a doubt, they are the favorite this year, Baba. And after the way they dominated last year, it'd take a miracle for them to lose today.
Well, don't worry.
You can say that again, Jimmy. Look at the crowd, folks. Look at the crowd.
That is not a crowd.
Looks like all of Luca has turned out to cheer the Goers on. They know, I know, and you know, folks.
They suck!
The Luca Goers are number 1.
It's like this every year, yeah? Don't let it bother you.
Home team advantage.
Stop right there, goers. You guys are smiling now, but not for long. 'Cause this year, us Aurochs are taking the cup.
What in Yevon's name were you doing up there?
We sure stood out, though.
Yeah.
We were on
you
the
know?
sphere. We were. Maester Micah is here.
Already?
The number 3 dock.
What's up now?
Yeah, that's a crappy dock, though.
Maester Micah has arrived. That's what.
Who?
Micah? Maester?
Maester Micah is the leader of all the peoples of Spira.
I didn't vote for
He's
him.
come all the way from Bavel. The tournament is being held to honor his 50 years as Maester.
50 years? Shouldn't he be, retired by now?
Aren't there tournaments all the
Hey,
time?
Mind your mouth now.
I mean, we don't want
Let's all go
octogenarians
see him.
running everything. How old is he? I'll bet anything the Luca Goers are gonna win again this year. Maybe so, but you'd better not count out the Killica Beasts. The Sade Aurochs win? Now that's funny. Ha ha ha! Give me a break, man. Sorry, I don't have any Kit Kats. Alright, so we do have some items around. So there should be an Albed primer around here. Primer somewhere. Maester Micah has ruled Spira for the past 50 years. I'm glad I got here safely. I don't want another SS leaky incident. Yeah, it's pretty leaky. Maester Micah doesn't make many public appearances. He's getting too old for that. Well, then maybe he should retire. If I can catch one glimpse of Maester Micah, I'll have something to brag about back home. Man, this tournament is gonna rock! Even the big man is here to see the game! We have sealed off all access to the stadium for the time being. We're trying to control the mad rush of people who have already entered the stadium. We apologize for the inconvenience, but access to the stadium has been sealed off. Not exactly. You're just saying don't go this way. But I could go that way if I wanted. Except the game won't let me. It's like a red light doesn't actually stop you from going through. You just don't want to get into an accident. These musical races have always wondered, like, I've always wondered about them. Why you don't see others of their type and stuff. Their race. You only see the
Guado, right?
musical people.
Who could it be?
Isn't that Maester Seymour?
Seems unimportant. I mean, there were 2 Guado in the in that bar area. We just didn't know what they were at the time. Yeah, I'm getting too old for this. At least I didn't fall down this ramp and break my hip.
Thank you for your generous welcome. Rise, Maester Seymour, and all of you as well. I present to you
Go to bed, old man.
the son of Maester Giskel Guado, who departed for the far plane a fortnight past. As some of you already know, he has been officially ordained a Maester of Yevon.
I am Seymour Guado. I am honored to receive the title of Maester. In life, my father Giskel worked to foster friendship between man and Guado. I vow to carry on his legacy and to fulfill my duties as Maester to the best of my abilities.
You too. Bow your head.
No, I refuse. I don't know who this guy is. I'm not a part of the faith. You get your pretty eyes off her, dink.
Really psychs you up, yeah?
No?
All right, last meeting before the match. How so?
Okay, so one thing that I've always had a problem with is the people whose names are name, race. Like Kimari Ronso, because he's a Ronso. But that's like Joe Human. Hey, Joe Human, come over here. Ah, good to meet you, Bob Human. How's it going? Ah, Jane Human. What's the good word today? It just feels weird. Give them actual last names, or give them no last names at all. Sure, I'll save the game. It's fine. Hi.
Where's Waka?
Let the matchup draws. We had to play the Gorers in the first match last year.
The year before that, and the one before that, too.
That's...
Well, we would have lost to anyone anyway.
No, that's pretty crappy.
Walk up.
That seems bad, I mean.
We're playing the Albed Sykes first. If we win, we're in the finals.
How many teams are there?
That's right. We got seeded. 2 wins, and we're the champions. First things first. Let's go over the basics again, boys.
I do not understand how this tournament ranking works. Moving. Alright, so in Blitzball, there are 5 players per team in the Sphere pool. The overhead map shows all players' current positions and the current and the direction each is facing. Here, only one team is shown on the field. Tidus is carrying the ball now. And he is about to be penalized for carrying. The ball carrier is displayed as a circled arrow on the map. Also, like, Blitzball is kind of weird in that it's like a mixture of soccer and water polo. And considering that water polo is kind of like soccer in a pool already, it's just kind of weird. Except it's also in a 3D pool where you're under the water all the time. Except there's no real friction on the water, and you can hold your breath forever. Now, let's watch the players move. So I'm losing hit points by doing that, apparently. It may seem confusing at first, but it's actually quite simple. By default, player movement is set to auto, so everyone moves around the pool automatically. Use the overhead map to check the players' positions. The triangular frame inside the red circle is the opposing team's goal. Here it is. This goal is always on the left-hand side of the overhead map. Let's resume. Try to keep track of your position in relation to the goal. Next, let's try moving the ball carrier manually. Press Y. Okay, manual A. Now you've enabled manual movement. Press the D-pad to move the player manually. Alright. I have no hit points at this point. Only the ball carrier can be moved manually. All other players stay on auto. Note that it becomes harder to manage your teammates while manually controlling the carrier. This mode is recommended for veteran blitzers, so not me. Now you're back to auto movement. Try switching between manual and auto to get a feel for both modes. I mean, I don't really want to, but... Okay. Am I done yet? In manual A mode, the direction of the movement corresponds to the overhead map. That moves players towards the opposing team's goal, and that moves towards the own team's goal. In addition to manual A, there is also a mode called manual B. Stick with auto movement for now. If I don't want to. Movement modes are only applicable when you're on offense. When you're on defense, your entire team moves on auto. Summary 1. Use the overhead map to keep track of play, change movement modes with Y, players move, etc., etc. Action commands. In order to make a player perform an action, you must choose an action command. You can press the action command window by pressing X. Nope. The game pauses while the action command window is open, so you have ample time to think about your next move. Pass, shoot, and dribble. There are 3 available commands: pass, shoot, and dribble. Dribble simply makes the player resume movement. Pass and shoot are the most important commands. Summary 2. X opens the action command window. The 3 commands are pass, shoot, and dribble. Dribble simply makes the player resume movement. Okay, passing. Now let's take a look at passing. Press X now. I did it. Select pass. Select a receiver for your pass. His stats are shown at the top right. Alright, so 2 AT, 10 PA, and 7 sh. So I'm guessing that's... I don't know what the 2 AT is. 10 is passing and 7 is shoot. So we've got 10 passing, 4 shoot, 10 passing, 1 shoot, 10 passing, 1 shoot. So if we wanted someone to shoot, then we would go for Dato. But we also have this attack, which I don't know what that means exactly. So let's just pass it to Dato. Tidus throws a pass. Is that for catching it? Your pass is complete. Now Dato has the ball. Stats determine the outcome of each pass. Take a look at the number shown next to Pa. That number 10 represents Dato's passing accuracy. Let's pass the ball back to Tidus. Okay. Pass. To Tidus. Okay. You notice the gradual decrease in Pa. Friction of the water causes the pass's Pa to gradually decrease. If its Pa reaches 0, the pass becomes uncatchable. Alright. So we want to try to pass close to people. Now let's watch Tidus throw a pass. We'll set his Pa to 3. Okay. Pass. Everyone is 10 right now. So let's just do it to you. Whee! Letty fumbles a ball. Botta claims the ball. When a pass fails, the ball becomes loose. A loose ball can be claimed by anyone. Therefore, a player with high Pa can successfully throw longer passes. Likewise, a player with low Pa often throws bad passes, giving the other team a chance at the ball. Okay. Next up, shooting. Now let's look at how to shoot. Shooting is very similar to passing. Player's shooting accuracy is displayed as sh. Check Tidus' sh now at 10. A shot loses sh as it travels through the water, just as a pass loses Pa. If a shot that reaches the goal with sh of at least 1 will score. If a shot's sh is depleted, it will fail. A goalkeeper defends the goal from Tidus' shots. Okay. Let's shoot. Okay, so there's an 8K. Once you select shoot, the goalkeeper's stats appear beneath yours. Your teammates' stats are displayed on a blue background, and the opposing team's stats are displayed on a red background. K represents the goalkeeper's ability to catch incoming shots. In this example, Rowdy's goalkeeping ability is shown as 8. Let's resume. Keep an eye on the shot's sh as it decreases. Tidus shoots. Does he score? Check Tidus' sh now. Since the shot lost some sh as it traveled through the water, it is currently at 4. Here we take the shot's sh and subtract the goalkeeper's k. If no sh remains, then the shot fails. Be aware that the actual k applied here is randomized, ranging from 50 to 150% of the goalie's current k. Here the goalkeeper has a k of 8, so the actual amount subtracted may vary from 4 to 12. So let's see whether the shot's sh score will remain above 0. Nope. Rowdy catches the ball. The shot failed because its sh hit 0. Let's try scoring a goal. Switch to manual movement, move closer to the goal, and try shooting from there. Alright. I got 15 sh now. Guess what? Tidus shoots! Right in his face. Right, he can't catch it. Goal! Shot was successful because sh is at least 8. Okay. Using hit points. In Blitzball, players expend HP to perform actions. Think of HP here as stamina, because players remain conscious even if their hit points drops to 0. First thing to remember is that whoever has the ball steadily loses hit points while carrying it through the water. Watch how Tidus' hit points falls from 100 as he carries the ball. So apparently, no other action in the game takes stamina. As you can see, hit points decreases when the ball is carried. Shooting and passing also consume HP. Let's take a look. Select shoot. Okay, Rowdy can't catch it. See what happens when hit points run low. Players can still shoot even if their hit points fall below 10. But when they do, their shots are only half as effective. Okay. Let's shoot. Whee! And failed. Rowdy catches the ball. Each player slowly regains hit points once he is rid of the ball. Wow. So the balls are actually vampiric. Terrible. Terrible. Encounters. An encounter occurs when opposing players come in contact with the ball carrier. If you are the ball carrier, the action command menu will open. You must then decide on a course of action in the face of opposing players. Bixen rushes. Bixen on defense. For now, select no break. We'll explain breakthroughs later. Alright. No break. Bixen stands in Tidus's way. His stats are displayed at the top right. Next, the action command window appears. Select pass for now. Normally, the ball is thrown here. It would lose Pa as it travels through the water, but in an encounter, your opposing players try to block your passes and shots. Bull represents a player's skill at blocking. Here, Bixen's blocking stat is 2. Pass loses an amount of Pa equal to Bixen's Bull. The actual calculation is slightly randomized. Wonder if that's also a 50 to 150. If Pa falls to 0 or less, the ball is intercepted by the opposing player. In this example, Pa is 10 and Bull is 2. The estimated result is 10 minus 2 equals 8. As long as Pa is at least 1, the pass goes through. Once through, the pass continues to expend Pa as it travels towards its intended receiver. Watch Pa closely as we resume play. Okay. I'm guessing that they're all the same, basically the same distance away. Bixen gets a hand on it, but not enough. The defender reduced the paw of the pass when he got a hand on it. Now let's see what happens when the defender's bull stat is much higher. Okay. Okay, let's go with the pass. There we go. Defender's high. Bull reduced the paw of the pass to 0, resulting in a turnover. Oh boy. I want a turnover. I mean, like an apple turnover. Some encounters include multiple defenders. Let's see how that works. Oh boy. Alright. No break. Since the results are slightly randomized, won't necessarily equal 4. Let's go with pass to Dato again. Alright, so that was completed because it was above 0. Let's try shooting the goal. So it's going to do the same thing, I assume. Shoot. When you attempt to shoot, the goalkeeper also comes in, so now you're facing 3 opponents. Subtract the stats shown beneath from its current value of 10 to determine whether the shot scores. Tidus shoots. And Rowdy catches the ball. Alright, there we go. Breakthroughs. We're going to go long just going through this tutorial. We'll look at breakthroughs in this section. Like, part of my issue with this is just along the lines of this could be a whole like a whole game in and of itself. You've encountered 3 opposing players. Like, it's very complex. Pa represents passing accuracy. Here the player's stat is 17. Defender's blocking stats appear beneath. The result, 11 plus 5 plus 3 is less than 0, so any attempt at passing will surely fail. Let's try a breakthrough here. The ball carrier will try to shake off defenders by breaking through their tackles. If he withstands their tackles, The breakthrough succeeds, and fewer defenders remain. Let's try breaking through Grav. Keep an eye on Grav's at during the breakthrough. Alright, break to Grav. So I guess my endurance is coming into that, huh? You've decided to break through Grav before making your next move. Now Grav will tackle Tidus. If Tidus can't withstand the tackle, he'll give up the ball. It takes endurance to withstand tackles. Right now, Tidus's endurance is 11. At tells us how hard a tackle will hit. This defender's at is 7. Subtract at from n to determine the outcome of a tackle. If n is reduced to 0, then the tackler steals the ball. Watch n closely. Alright, let's go ahead and pass. Grav tackles hard. Tidus endured the tackle and broke through Grav. The breakthrough was a success. Only 2 defenders remain in the way. Look at the stats shown underneath Pa. Since Grav is out of the picture, he can't block passes anymore. Math is now 17 minus 5 plus 3. Completing a pass should be much easier now. Alright, so it looks like you can't break through multiple people. Break through as many defenders as you can to complete more passes and score more goals. Oh, I guess you can. Alright. Apparently. Alright. Tech copy. Players can learn techniques from their opponents. This is called tech copy. First, have one of your players mark an opponent who knows a desirable technique. Now that player will keep an eye on the opponent in order to learn his techniques. Bixen rushes. Select break to Bixen. Tech copy appears at the top of the screen when a player uses a technique during a game. This indicates a window of opportunity to learn the technique. Press A at the right time in order to learn it. Oh, God. Oh, select dribble for now. Alright, fine. Technique, Venom Tackle. Tidus is poisoned. Tech copy failed. Just remember that the player who learns the technique is not necessarily the one it is used against. Players who have marked that opponent are the ones who learn his techniques. If multiple players have marked him, only one will learn at any one time. The players may have trouble learning techniques, though, if they are of lower levels than their respective targets. Once you've learned a new technique, you can equip it at halftime or at the start of the next match. Okay. And stats. HP, spent when carrying the ball, spent when shooting and passing, recovers when moving without the ball. Pa and Sh are halved when HP is too low. N, ability to withstand tackles, opposing stat at. Pa, passing accuracy, higher Pa enables longer passes, opposing stat blue. Sh, shooting skill, higher Sh enables longer shots, opposing stats blue Ka. At, attacks strength of tackles, opposing stat N. Bull, skill at blocking shots and passes, opposing stats, Posh. Ka, goalie's skill at catching shots, opposing stat, Sh. Okay, status ailments. Poison. Poison accelerates the loss of hit points while the player has the ball. Poisoned players do not recover hit points even when rid of the ball. In time, poison runs its course. Poison also disables techniques. Shooting techs are lost first, followed by tackling techs and passing techs if the poison effects are stacked with pile venom. Sleep. A player becomes unable to act when put to sleep. The player will awake after a while or when he is hit by the ball. Wither. Wither reduces a single stat by half. The effects wear off over time. Okay. Techniques. Techniques. You can learn Blitzball techniques by tech copying them from opposing players or by using the prizes given to the top teams of each season or tournament. Initially, each player can only learn certain techniques. But by learning certain key techniques, a player can increase the number of techniques available to him. Required key techniques vary by player. Each time a player learns a key technique, he gains access to a broader range of techniques. Game modes. 10 games are played during a league season, with the winner determined by total points. 3 points are awarded for a win, 1 point for a tie. You can press Y to forfeit a game, but only when your team is losing. Tournaments span 2 to 3 matches. There are no draws, so a match ending with a tie with tied scores goes into overtime. You can press Y to forfeit a game, but only when your team is losing. Exhibition games are for practice. No experience points are awarded for playing, but you can copy techniques. Press Y at any time to forfeit the game. Right, end tutorial. And I think with that, we are going to wrap up the lengthy tutorial bit with our Blitzball. I am not looking forward to playing, but hopefully with the eject shot, I will actually do better. We'll see. That will be in the future, though. I'm not sure if it'll be next time. We'll see. See you then, everyone.